Hi, who am I? I'm Ladina, and I'm a certified life coach.
Best relationship advice from Hopelessly Devoted to You, Olivia Newton-John, 1978, for those who want a significant kind of love. Fun fact trivia, get the answer at the end of this video. The Grease soundtrack was chock full of hits. Hopelessly Devoted to You went as high as number 3 on the Hot Billboard 100 charts, which 2 songs from Grease soundtrack went all the way to number 1. Lyrics. Guess mine is not the first heartbroken. My eyes are not the first to cry. I'm not the first to know. There's just no getting over you. I know I'm just a fool who's willing to sit around and wait for you. But baby, can't you see? There's nothing else for me to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. The hopeful longing described in these lyrics is romantic and beautiful. It is part of processing the situation between the two characters. It's interesting to note that, in the Grease storyline, this song takes place in the part of the story where she's pining over this guy who just downplayed their connection and leaves her feeling disappointed and melancholy. The energy between them needs to have that balance restored. Some relationships can restore that balance, others cannot. Oxford Dictionary says that pining is suffering a mental and physical decline, especially because of a broken heart. Here are some strategies that might help you if you are pining for someone. Maybe reduce or cut off contact. Be realistic. Enrich your life in other ways. Avoid judging yourself. Try activities such as yoga, running, or a team sport, and volunteer. The word pine comes from the Old English word pinion, which means to torment, causing suffering, or to afflict. Pinion may come from German and Norse words that refer to pain and punishment, which may ultimately come from the Latin word poena, meaning punishment or penalty. That's a quote from AI Overview. Lyrics. My head is saying, fool, forget him. My heart is saying, don't let go. Hold on to the end. That's what I intend to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. Let's focus on the act of devotion, like what it is and how to express it. Oxford Dictionary describes devotion as love, loyalty, or enthusiasm for a person. I've heard it said that the greatest part of life is to love and be loved. How beautiful life is when we can devote ourselves to another person and have them be devoted to us. Love and devotion are expressed through our words, tone, energy, and our actions. This is a quote by Linda and Charlie Bloom. You can make do with short but frequent quality times to connect, and then plan a longer period of rejuvenation for the next episode of service to each other. There are long hugs, deep, passionate kisses, and sweet eye contact. These gestures don't take long, but satisfy on the deepest level. These small tokens of affection can have the greatest meaning. It doesn't have to take too long. It just has to spring forth genuinely from the heart. This is a quote from my late husband, Dr. Mark Kyling. Relationships will contest our love and make sure it's not based on superficial attraction. This comes from being deeply committed to another person. If we love someone only for what they can offer us, it's not that impressive. To forgive, sacrifice, show love, even when there's nothing to gain from them, that is significant kind of love. That love is a more profound truth, an energy level, a deeper spiritual power that you are generating. Think about this. Pining can be both healthy and unhealthy. Take the time to determine if pining is serving you and the relationship, or if it needs to be toned down. At this time in your life, are you devoted to a sweetheart, family members, friends, even yourself? How do you express your devotion? Key takeaways. Some relationships can restore balance, others cannot. The best part of life is to love and be loved, to devote and be devoted to. Devotion doesn't have to take long, but it must spring forth genuinely from the heart. To forgive, sacrifice, and show love, even when there's nothing to gain from the other person, is a significant kind of love. Fun fact trivia. The Grease soundtrack was chock full of hits. Hopelessly Devoted to You went as high as number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, which 2 songs from the Grease soundtrack went all the way to number 1. Answer: You're the One That I Want by John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, and the other one was Grease by Frankie Valli. If you've enjoyed today's video, I invite you to like and subscribe so you don't miss any in the future. Remember, love is the greatest adventure.